What is good, my peeps? It's the Ruckus coming at you again with another action figure review. This time, courtesy of Hasbro Marvel Legends, this is the Disney Plus Khonshu Build-A-Figure wave. And we've gone through all of the figures. And we are now here at the Build-A-Figure Khonshu himself. You see the pieces laid out before you. So we're going to go through what piece came with whom, and then after that, I'll put them together. So 7 figures in this line, in this wave. 6 were needed to build Khonshu. Came with Zombie Iron Man, which was unneeded to build Khonshu. But those that were required are as follows. You've got Agent Jimmy Woo. He is responsible for the left arm. You got Classic Loki, who held the right leg. Zombie Scarlet Witch had the left leg. He Who Remains rocked the skull. Howard the Duck, he had the torso. And Red Skull, he had the right arm. Also, Agent Jimmy Woo also had the staff here, so can't leave that out. So now you know how it goes down. I had gotten word. I've seen some accounts that have stated that putting on the legs is somewhat problematic. So I'm not going to bore you guys by connecting Khonshu up on camera, just in case I do run into those issues, and I'd have to stop recording and handle it off camera anyway. So I'm going to cut out the middleman. I'm just going to put him together. You already know what it is: arms, legs, skull, voila. So when we get back, Khonshu will be done. And we are back with a completed Khonshu, and let me tell you, this is definitely the highlight of the wave, as it should be. The Build-A-Figure should always be the highlight. That's not always the case, but it's definitely the case this time. He looks great. The design, accurate to the TV series. The coloring, the dirty paint apps on it to give him that dusty, sandy look is top notch. And of course the skull is just well, let's take a closer look at that skull. I mean, look at this thing. I mean, obviously it's long, and it's bird-like with the crazy looking beak, but you got the blank eye sockets. I mean, that's exactly what it is. It's not a head, it's a skull of some kind of some type of avian creature from days gone by. You got the nice, like I said, those are the paint apps on this bone white molded plastic. The paint apps giving it that dusty, sandy look is just incredible. Turn the head to the other side for you so you can see what's going on. That just looks very, very nice. Got it all going through the top. And a very great thing is Hasbro has got the head, or the ball peg is that whole system there is transparent, so it can give off the illusion that the head is floating, just like how Khonshu's head was seemingly floating in the series. So that's a pretty nice touch. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. As far as the rest of Khonshu is concerned, since we got him up close, we may as well take a better look at him. You see on his torso, he's got the crescent moon there. It's like a bronze type of color. And there's those sandy paint apps on that. We'll call it like a vest. You see the that collar around the neck. Pretty nice there going down. He's got the belt, and it's molded in like a silver style gray, and it's got some paint, like a gold kind of paint right there at the center, what we'll call the buckle. And then, yeah, going down, he's got that dirty sandy look going down all of the wrappings, almost like he was a mummy. And then, of course, the sandy look all the way down to the boots. Pretty nice. As far as the skirt piece, it's molded on a slightly darker plastic than the rest of them, just to make it stand out some. Turning them around, you see you've got the dirt paint apps there. Really nothing going on in the back at all. It would have been nice if they had applied some of those dirty looking paint apps there. You've got them on his arms, so that's pretty nice there. You see that right there. And then, of course, we're going to zoom out so you can take a look at that staff of his. We looked at the staff when we assembled it back at the Jimmy Woo review, but it's not as impressive as when you're seeing it in Khonshu's hand. So it's pretty nice. Like I said before, it's the crescent part is like molded in a bronze type of color with a wash over it with a wash that makes it stand out some. The staff part of this of his staff is like molded in a bronze colored, a dark brown, bronze like brown, so it looks pretty nice. And yes, this is a great, excellent figure. He comes with double jointed pinless elbows, double jointed pinless knees, and other than that, he has the basic articulation. His torso is he's got a diaphragm, so you get all of that. You get all of your torso motion there at that diaphragm, so that's pretty cool right there. So yeah, that's our guy. That's Khonshu, totally completed. Getting a measure of our big guy here. Khonshu is standing just under 9 inches tall, about 8 3/4 inches tall. The doggone staff is I've got it kind of bent, but it's showing at 10.5. It's probably, if I had it straight up and down, closer to 11 inches long. Just crazy. Here we have Khonshu with his castmates, if you will. You've got Moon Knight and, of course, Mr. Knight. There you have it. Khonshu, Mark Spector, and Stephen Grant, all in their glory. And here we have the entire wave, the Khonshu Disney Plus wave, all 7 figures. I've got the Ant-Man head down there. He's not really a figure, he's an accessory, but he is a character with this TV line and part of the What If series, so he gets a spot down there. He won't be included in my rankings, so this is how it goes down. As I stated previously, this won't be hard at all. If we were to go 8-1, or if we go without Khonshu is number 1, period. So let's just get that out the way. So excluding Khonshu, the 7 figs going from bottom to top are Howard the Duck riding the bottom for obvious reasons. He's dedicated the look to what we saw in the series, so that part looks good. So Hasbro gets points for that, but they lose points on the no articulation in the legs. That right there, I would have probably had Howard at the bottom too. No cap there. So I got to keep it real. He'd have probably rode the bottom, but he's definitely down there because the lack of leg articulation is egregious at best. So you've got Howard at the bottom at 7. Then following that, we've got Agent Jimmy Woo, because he's on that. He's also doing the half trick with the lower half is the suited body, which we need an update on, and the face sculpt is it's questionable. It's serviceable at best. I can only really see oh boy on one angle at all, and that's about it. So he comes in at 6, and then coming in at 5 is the Red Skull. He's basically a straight up reissue, just cartoonized, if you will. I just made up that word. No more need be said about that. So there it is. Howard the Duck at 7, Jimmy Woo at 6, the Red Skull at 5. Coming in at 4, here's where it got tough, but I had to go with it for classic Loki. It's a great figure. The head portraits, both of them are spot on. There's no denying. It looks very good. I love the effects with the hands. That's great. But it just came down to between he had number 4/3, which goes to He Who Remains. Once again, the head sculpt is awesome, spectacular. He's rocking the Kang colors, and even though he only comes with the Granny Smith apple, that's all he really. That's really the only accessory that you could really think of that he's got. The other accessory that he sported during that final episode of Loki is on his left hand, and it's part of it, so that doesn't count. He's getting rated based on that head sculpt and the fact that it's all new sculpt and everything else. So He Who Remains comes in at number 3. At number 2, once again, here we go. This is almost interchangeable right here. It's the zombies. It's just who gets what. I'm gonna have to go with the. I'm gonna go with. See, this part I'm doing on the fly. I'm gonna go with Zombie Iron Man at number 2. The reason he's at number 2 is I love that the head sculpt is great. We got a couple breached parts of his armor showing, bones and things like that. But therein also lies the caveat. The breach that is on his torso shows his rib cage, but the rib cage is down there around his gut area. And I tried to rationalize it away, saying that maybe the rib cage sank or something like that. But how could it do that? It's connected to the spine. So it's for that faux pas alone that Zombie Iron Man comes in at number 2. So number 1 is old girl back there floating, Zombie Scarlet Witch. The hair is bananas. The face sculpt is crazy. The tatters for her coat is very nice. She's got blood splatter on the coat there. She did come with the same effects that we normally get, but they're not going to really do too much more than that. So there it is. And of course, if we were to count Khonshu, he's coming in at number 1, whether we count Khonshu or not. It was going to be that regardless. So, or rather, I should mean the lineup, the ratings that I gave was going to be that whether I included Khonshu or not. So there you have it. So there it is. The Khonshu Build-A-Figure wave, Disney Plus. You got What If, you got Loki, you've got WandaVision, all in there. So, and of course, What If. As you can see there, the vast majority of this wave are What If characters. It is what it is. And what this is the end of this review. Once again, 1 through 7. We went through the entire wave, and here we are at the end. So please, everybody, if you will, like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And if you need to leave comments, please do that below. Questions, concerns, critiques. What is your ranking? What do you think of Khonshu by himself? I love it. It's pretty cool. It's as Build-A-Figures go, definitely one of the best of the year for sure, if not the best. But that, of course, is subjective. So anyhow, definitely leave your comments below on that. If you want to be notified when I upload another video, hit that notification bell. Notified you shall be. On behalf of Khonshu, The Wave, Disney Plus style, I am the Ruckus, leaving you with this. Remember, the hunt continues. and I'm out. Peace.